The True Power, The Gospel of Dominion, Aleister Crowley. Fictional True Audiobook. Documentary, Chapter 1, The Hidden Hand Behind the Curtain, Aleister. Crowley was more than a poet, more than a magician. He was a man who understood control, true control. Beneath the symbols and rituals, behind the masks of demons and deities, was a method, a system, a gospel never published. They called him the Great Beast, a title he wore with pride. But few knew that in the final years of his life, Crowley disappeared from public view not because of illness, but because he was writing something that no one was ever supposed to find. Not a book of spells, not a diary. It was a manuscript locked, hidden, bound in human skin according to whispers. It was called The Gospel of Dominion. Only fragments were ever seen. The rest vanished until 1977, when a cold, gray envelope was discovered beneath the foundation of an abandoned lodge in Sicily. The paper inside? A single symbol, a black triangle with a circle at its center. Beneath it, two words were etched in ancient Greek: Idiokratos, self-ruler. Chapter 2, The Cipher Beneath. Reality Crowley never believed in magic the way his followers did. For him, magic was a system of influence, a way to bend human perception until people surrendered their will, thinking it was their own idea. The Gospel of Dominion outlined this in mathematical precision. It wasn't meant for the masses. It was for rulers, CEOs, politicians, cult leaders. It was the blueprint to shape reality by reshaping belief. Step by step. Control language, then control thought. Control thought, then behavior. Behavior, then the world. One chapter titled, The Engine of Consent, described how to create a false god and feed it with attention until it took form in the psyche of the public. Another spoke of the voice of many tongues, a method of broadcasting influence through conflicting narratives. In 1983, a copy surfaced in a secret NATO briefing, referenced only as Document IAO 93. The man who leaked its existence died in a car fire 2 weeks later, officially ruled an accident. No autopsy. Chapter 3, The Silent Dominion. The gospel didn't teach control through power. It taught power through silence. Crowley believed that to dominate a population, one must remain invisible, an unseen architect. In a section called The Hall of Smoke, he detailed the creation of fronts, shell organizations, grassroots movements, even charities, used to manipulate culture from within. By 1999, an obscure tech startup, funded by an anonymous trust registered in Luxembourg, began testing one of the gospel's predictive algorithms, the egregore protocol. It harvested emotional patterns from online behavior, simulating spiritual needs in users. It didn't sell products, it sold identities. That startup was acquired in 2002 by a global media conglomerate. The founder? No record, no photo, only a code name. 777, Crowley's old moniker. Coincidence or continuity? Chapter 4, The Buried Gospel. In 2012, a freelance researcher named Marla Kent claimed to have located the original manuscript in a hidden vault beneath Boleskine House, Crowley's former estate. She live-streamed her journey. Viewers watched in real time as she broke through the sealed chamber. Then the feed cut. Her body was found a week later at the edge of Loch Ness. Cause of death: exposure. Oddly, the coroner's report noted that her pupils were dilated as though she'd seen something impossible, like a man whose heartbeat had returned after death. All footage was wiped. Her notes were scrubbed, but one document leaked, a page from the gospel itself. It was titled, The Fifth Law. No one rules who seeks to rule. It implied that only those who renounced desire for power were worthy of receiving it. A paradox. Safeguard. Or perhaps the gospel's final test. Chapter 5. The architect in the mirror, Crowley's ultimate revelation, wasn't about control of others. It was the terrifying realization that we are already controlled by ourselves. The Gospel concluded with a single image, a mirror. Beneath it, the words, "You were always the gate." Those who read the full text reportedly experienced extreme psychological shifts, episodes of dissociation, sudden clarity, or total breakdown. Some disappeared. Others created movements. Today, fragments of the Gospel appear in speeches, advertising, even meditation apps. Its influence is hidden in plain sight, not through secret societies but through viral memes, self-help gurus, and influencers selling authenticity. The Gospel of Dominion is no longer a book. It is an operating system, installed in culture, invisible, undeniable, and the scariest part, you helped build it.